How are you, my friend, and welcome to this video, which is a functional video on the Excel add-in in Business Central. We can do a hot edit from Excel and publish it back to Business Central in a very quick and fast way.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya jishinde.com.
So in my sandbox, I'd like to open the bank account posting groups, then bank account posting group. So I'm assuming that this is the edit that I'd like to do. So we have it. I'm choosing this table because it has a few fields. So there's a function here for edit in Excel. So open in Excel or edit in Excel. So the edit in Excel function. So when I pick the edit in Excel, I can be able to open the file once I sort of export it to Excel. And so this is a sandbox where I'm a super user, so all these functionalities are there. So once I enable editing, I'll definitely be able to see there's an Excel add-in. So it is Microsoft Dynamics Office add-in that is here well and logged in. So for you to be able to work with the Excel add-in to do a hot edit for your Business Central cloud environment is, first of all, you should have your Excel add-in in place. And so what it does, it has got an XML sort of mapping that shows that here there's a source for bank account. We have the field code, which is the primary key as indicated here. And to create the add-in or to install the add-in, you need to definitely go to insert in your Excel and then my add-ins. Let's see all the add-ins that are available. And this is the add-in that is available for us, the Microsoft Dynamics Office add-in, and which enables us to connect and all that. So when you go to store for your case, maybe you'll see a blank Office store here, and you can be able to use the Microsoft or search for the Microsoft Dynamics add-in. So this is if you haven't been able to do that, and then you can be able to add. I have already added. I don't know why it's not detecting that I've added it, but this is how it is at the moment. Then if once you add it, you need to sign in. So once you edit in Excel and the add-in is there and it's available, you'll just see a pop-up here to sign in into Excel. And once you sign in, you can see this is a real-time data that is in Business Central. And I can be able to do a hot edit and publish. So if I just say maybe foreign bank account posting group and then use a random number that is not in the GL account and try to publish, let's see if it will validate. So if it doesn't, okay. So there's one error. So we are encountering an error while publishing. Zero changes were published. So if I, okay. Let me go back and hover in this error. I want to see this error. Come on. So the error checking options. Let me go back to the add-in again. Open the add-in and publish because I want to see the error. No, I don't want to refresh. So if I refresh, for instance, the refresh will re-update whatever is in the system and remove the error for whatever I had written. So be careful with the refresh. Imagine you have been editing over 10 lines here, you encounter one error, you refresh, everything gets lost in the workbook because it's refreshing relative to Business Central. So another random number here, which is a GL that is not existing. So the error definitely is the GL that is not working. So if I scroll down, okay, you just need to scroll and open the message center. So bank, okay, the field GL account of table bank account posting group contains a value that cannot be found in the related GL account table. So definitely the validation is done, which is a brilliant feature. The validation for the GL account that is getting inserted is done very, very well. And clearly we can be able to see this is done and you can confirm that. However, okay, let's put a better one, good GL account, let's say 2910. That should definitely work. Oh, why did I close my add-ins? Let me open my add-ins again. So this one should work. The add-ins should also be located here. So I don't want to do a refresh. The refresh will definitely be able to um, to replace my data. So the publish was successful for this Excel add-in. So yes, we have this bank account table which has two fields. What happens with this Excel add-in? It loads every field. This is the beauty. We have uploaded. Let's confirm. We should have another foreign bank account posting group with the. It should be foreign with what? With that 2910. Just a minute. Let's move first. Bank account posting group. We have our foreign bank account with 2910. We can add several. We can release others and all that. So let's just go to a random table. For instance, a table, our master a master data table, like the items. So or items, or which, okay, let's use items or bank accounts as well, which have a lot of fields. So we still have the same feature. You can just say edit in Excel here, and once you do edit in Excel, you'll open the Excel. Once you open the Excel, come on, let's go. Item, please open. I don't want issues. Okay, let's go. So we have opened the item, we enable editing, and remember the account that is logged in here in the sign in button should be the same account that is used in your Business Central in your Office 365. Okay, the same account that you have logged in your Business Central cloud or your sandbox, because this is real-time validation. The same account logged in there is the same one that is here. So now this is the item. It has updated, it was validating, it was there was some action that was going on here on the right in terms of updating and validating, manipulating the data, and now it's displayed. Then we have all these fields, for instance, all the fields in the item table. So this is the point where I don't like this Excel add-in, because it loads. The limitation is it loads all the fields in the table. So in the context of a master table, a user might have more information than they need. Maybe a developer has created an extension and just created a field that is view only on the side of the dev, and the user has edit permissions. So as long as you have the edit permissions for this table, then you'll have access to this Excel add-in. The configuration packages, yes, they give us the option to choose what we want to preview and what we want deleted. So let me just try to delete all these because it's synchronizing in Excel, and try to see if I can be able to publish. So this publish will create 0 rows, update 0 rows, and delete 20 rows. Do you want to continue? So let me try and see if there's any validation here. And I had 20 rows just by confirming. Okay. So we had 19 rows with errors, all these with errors, but ideally one row was deleted. Error publishing. So one row was deleted out of the others. So let me just say done and refresh. So the others were deleted, and okay, except one row was deleted and the others were spared. So this is a feature that, imagine now from this Excel, I'm playing with my Business Central data, and by default, when I'm using Excel or when a user uses Excel, they don't really see that this is real-time data. So the specificity of the user who should use this particular plugin is really key it's a great one, especially for data migration and maybe applying posting groups, and you want to really do a migration real quick. You have different posting groups for vendors, for banks, maybe a few items. You'll just populate the key fields and publish, edit, publish. It's easy to work with that. Like, this is like having your item on a table. It's like having your customers on a table. It's like having your vendors on a table. But now here's the problem now, the data integrity. What if you just click edit in Excel and then another user on the other side says edit in Excel? So that's another issue. Then that's what I've not tested. Maybe I try editing the same thing and a user edits the same thing. Which one will be picked? Definitely the last one that is uploaded. And maybe they haven't downloaded the latest version, they haven't refreshed. So how do we mitigate this? Because it's a great feature, brilliant feature. You just edit, publish, and if I hit refresh here, for example, it's just saying refreshing your data, updating the workbook, and then it's done. It has the latest. You can just change, do a hot edit. Yes, brilliant. We love the feature, but how can you be able to make sure that this add-in does not interfere with your data? So, or it's not misused on that note. So this is a user, like I have another user on this tenant, and the user doesn't have the permission to do anything. You can restrict the availability of the edit in Excel, and the permission in this case, okay, so the permission in this case is the, if I search for Excel, so as long as, permissions are in different levels. So if you give the user the Excel export action, then you're allowing them to be able to edit that table, as long as they do have the permission for that particular table. So if they have the permission to edit the table in the permission set and you have given them the Excel export action, boom, they're able to edit the Excel. But by restricting this Excel export action to only administrators, so it's a great feature, brilliant feature, but for data integrity, then I'd recommend that you only give this permission to an administrator user, because yes, the admin will be able to control who is allowed to have access to critical data in Excel. And remember, the user might not be serious. They can just click edit in Excel real quick, leave their machines there, it's open, maybe they forget to lock it, somebody comes in, they're like, oh, this data, they delete, confirm. If of course most master tables have that good validation. What if it's a custom table that is there for a per tenant extension, and that's critical data? Of course you can retrieve it with change logs and all that, but yeah, it's critical and it's a feature that should be used sparingly. That's my view. So tell me what you think about the same. Is it a feature that you'll leverage? You'll leverage using, or have you used it, and what's your experience using this feature? And at times for master tables, it's the validation error, especially when you're adding new records. A lot of validation errors can come into play. So that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.